Happiness is often viewed as a personal, even selfish pursuit, a desire that seems rooted in individual satisfaction. People say, "I want to be happy," with the emphasis usually on me. However, the concept of happiness is far more profound than just personal gratification. It's not just a selfish desire. It's actually a moral obligation. This idea might sound surprising because most of us have never considered happiness in this way. We're accustomed to thinking of happiness as something to pursue for ourselves. But the reality is that it has a much broader impact, extending into every aspect of our lives and the lives of those around us. To understand why happiness should be viewed as a moral obligation, let's take a moment to reflect on its wider implications. Consider, for instance, the experience of someone raised by an unhappy parent. The effects are not just significant, they are deeply ingrained and long-lasting. It's not merely challenging, it can shape a person's entire outlook on life, influencing their mental and emotional development. Growing up in an environment filled with negativity, or living with an unhappy spouse, or even working alongside an unhappy coworker, can deeply affect one's well-being, productivity, and sense of self-worth. The influence of unhappiness extends far beyond the individual. It touches everyone in their orbit, creating ripples that affect entire communities. This realization brings us to an important point. Happiness is not just about us, it's about the people around us, our families, friends, colleagues, and even strangers we interact with daily. Our state of happiness, or lack thereof, affects others in ways we might not immediately recognize. This is why happiness is a moral issue. We have a responsibility, not only to ourselves but to those around us, to at least act as happy as possible, even when we don't feel it. This doesn't mean faking emotions or being inauthentic. Rather, it's about choosing to present our best selves, particularly in social settings, to contribute positively to the collective emotional environment. Why is this so important? Consider how our actions impact others. It's not how we feel internally that leaves a lasting impression. It's how we act. Our behavior influences the emotional atmosphere of those around us. Think of a bad mood as something like bad breath, unpleasant and something others should not have to endure. Just as we brush our teeth multiple times a day to maintain good hygiene and be considerate of others, we should manage our moods with the same level of care. Inflicting a bad mood on someone else is unfair, just as it would be to inflict bad breath.
Hello, everyone. First and foremost, I want to say thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Your support means the world to me. I also want to use this opportunity to encourage all of you to share this channel with as many people as possible. Why? Because sharing is caring. This channel is dedicated to helping people improve their happiness and well-being, and we all know the power of communication. So by sharing this channel, you are not only helping your friends, family, and colleagues, but you're also helping us to grow and reach more people. Together, we can create a community of happy, resilient, and highly productive people, and that's a win-win situation for everyone. So let's spread the word and make a positive impact. Thank you again for watching, and please do not forget to hit the share button and have a great day. Now, let's go back to this important video.
But let's dive even deeper into this concept. Imagine the various environments we navigate daily: our homes, workplaces, social gatherings, and even online spaces. Each environment is shaped by the collective emotional state of those within it. A home where happiness is prioritized tends to be a place of warmth, safety, and comfort. Children in such environments are more likely to develop a healthy sense of self, emotional resilience, and the capacity for empathy. Conversely, a home dominated by negativity can foster feelings of insecurity, anxiety, and even resentment, leading to long-term emotional challenges. Similarly, in the workplace, the collective mood can make or break the success of a team. Imagine a team where everyone is in a bad mood, productivity plummets, tensions rise, and collaboration suffers. Now, imagine a team where everyone chooses to approach their work with a positive attitude, regardless of how they feel inside. The difference is stark. A positive environment fosters creativity, cooperation, and success. This is why leaders and managers often emphasize the importance of maintaining a positive attitude at work. It's not just about individual well-being. It's about the collective success of the team. The impact of happiness extends even further into our social circles. Friendships, for example, are often built on the foundation of shared positive experiences. When we choose to be happy, we not only enhance our own social life, but we also make it easier for others to connect with us, to feel comfortable in our presence, and to enjoy the time they spend with us. This mutual exchange of positivity strengthens bonds, deepens relationships, and creates a support network that can be invaluable in times of need. Now, this doesn't mean we should suppress our emotions or hide our true feelings from those closest to us. Of course, it's important to share our feelings with trusted friends or a spouse. Communicating about our struggles, whether it's a problem at work, an issue in our marriage, or concerns about our children or parents, is healthy and necessary. But there's a significant difference between sharing our feelings in a thoughtful way and inflicting our bad mood on others. The latter is something we can and should control, particularly when the well-being of those around us is at stake. The ability to control how we express ourselves, regardless of our internal emotional state, is something we all possess. Let's put it to the test with a simple example. Imagine someone who is in a terrible mood and taking it out on their spouse. Suddenly, the doorbell rings, and a stranger is at the door. How quickly do you think that person can switch from being miserable to being polite and pleasant? Instantly. This demonstrates that we can control our moods when we choose to. The key is making that choice not just for a moment when a stranger appears, but as a consistent practice in our daily lives. Let's delve deeper into this idea. Suppose you were chronically in a bad mood and someone offered you $10,000 a week to stay in a good mood. How would that affect your ability to be pleasant? Chances are, it would have a significant impact. This thought experiment shows that we have the power to influence not just how we act, but even how we feel. The financial incentive in this case serves as a stark reminder of the value we can place on our emotional state, both for ourselves and for others. But there's more to it than just controlling our actions. We also have the power to affect our internal state. Abraham Lincoln once said, "We are as happy as we decide to be." This statement highlights a crucial truth. Happiness is, to a large extent, a choice. By deciding to act happy, we can actually become happier. It might seem counterintuitive, but our actions have a tremendous impact on our feelings. We often think that how we feel determines how we act, but the reverse is also true. Our actions can shape our feelings. This idea that actions influence feelings more than feelings should dictate behavior is powerful. It suggests that we have more control over our happiness than we might think. By choosing to act happy, even when we don't feel it, we can begin to shift our emotional state. Over time, the act of choosing happiness can lead to genuine happiness. This is not merely theoretical. Consider the times when you've been in a bad mood, but decided to push through and act cheerful for the sake of others. Perhaps you were at a social event, a family gathering, or even just at work. You might have started off feeling down, but by engaging with others, smiling, and participating in conversations, you began to feel better. This isn't just coincidence. It's the result of your actions influencing your emotions. Moreover, happiness has a ripple effect. When we choose to act happy, we're not just improving our own mood. We're also uplifting those around us. Think about the last time someone's smile or kind word brightened your day. That person's decision to be positive had a direct impact on you. In the same way, our decision to be happy can create a positive environment for others. This is where the moral obligation comes into play. It's not just about making ourselves feel better. It's about creating a positive atmosphere for everyone we encounter. Let's consider another angle: the broader societal impact. Communities thrive when the individuals within them are happy and positive. Happiness can lead to greater social cohesion, increased volunteerism, and stronger civic engagement. When people are happy, they are more likely to contribute to the common good, to support their neighbors, and to participate in activities that benefit the whole community. This creates a virtuous cycle, where the happiness of individuals contributes to the well-being of the community, which in turn reinforces individual happiness. The significance of happiness is not a new concept. It's so vital that the founding fathers of the United States enshrined the pursuit of happiness as an inalienable right in the Declaration of Independence. The document famously states that all people are endowed with certain unalienable rights, among them life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. This pursuit of happiness is recognized as a fundamental human right, integral to the concept of freedom and self-determination. However, it's essential to understand that this pursuit is not just about seeking personal pleasure. It is about striving for a life that is fulfilling, meaningful, and contributes positively to society. The Declaration of Independence doesn't guarantee happiness itself. It guarantees the right to pursue it. This distinction is crucial. It means that while happiness is a personal journey, it is also a shared responsibility. We have the freedom to seek happiness, but we also have the obligation to ensure that our pursuit of happiness doesn't infringe upon the happiness of others. In fact, true happiness often involves contributing to the well-being of others, fostering an environment where everyone can pursue their happiness. The same principle applies to families. When we choose happiness, we contribute to a supportive and nurturing environment. Children, in particular, are profoundly affected by the emotional atmosphere at home. A happy, positive household can shape a child's development, influencing their outlook on life, their confidence, and their ability to form healthy relationships. In contrast, a home filled with negativity can lead to long-term emotional and psychological challenges. This is why parents in particular have a moral obligation to foster happiness, not just for themselves, but for their children. The impact of a parent's happiness, or lack thereof, can last a lifetime. So happiness is not just a personal choice, it's a responsibility we have to the world. It's a decision that has far-reaching effects. As Lincoln wisely noted, we are as happy as we decide to be. Now is the time to make that decision, not just for our own sake, but for the sake of everyone in our lives. Happiness is a huge issue, and it's one we can and should take seriously. By embracing the moral obligation to be happy, we can make the world a better place, one smile at a time.